So yesterday, a video came out, and it was like Twitter went nuts about it, especially former players and people in football, because what happened is Cam Newton was having a camp. And if you don't know about Cam Newton, former Heisman Trophy winner, national champion, he made it to the Super Bowl, didn't win a Super Bowl, but obviously pretty damn good football player, right? We all can agree on that?
Former NFL MVP, I'd say so.
And then you got these young kids who never really saw Cam Newton, be Superman Cam Newton. They've seen Cam Newton be slow. They've seen Cam Newton be 6 and whatever he was in New England this year. So Cam Newton's having this camp, and this kid just starts talking trash to him, telling him he doesn't make any money. And actually, let's watch this first clip, Art. Let's watch the first clip.
You ass. You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. He's a free agent. Where's your daddy at? Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your dad. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You ass.
Talk to. Let me. Where's your dad? Where's your pop?
So obviously that is not what you want happening when you host a camp. You don't want some dumbass kid coming in there talking trash to you when you're the professional, just trying to give these kids like an outlet and do good things for these kids.
My issue with things like this is this would never have happened if the cameras weren't rolling. And then you see his homie posting it in that video that we just had there on his Instagram story saying Cam was a little bit mad. And it's like, is that all these kids are trying to do? Like, just try to get a video to where they could go viral, which they did. But I'm so glad with the way that he handled this, because he kind of just brought the respect out of him and kind of like played a father figure in this instead of just going off on him like a regular athlete probably would have done.
Yeah, and honestly, Cam had every right to be like, get the hell out of my camp. Like, if you're not going to respect me, get the hell out of my camp. You're going to learn respect today, because obviously that's what's missing from this kid's life is either a father figure or a strong family atmosphere to where you respect your elders. You don't talk that way to people, especially people that are putting on the camp that you're at.
I have a pretty big problem with this clip on a few reasons. One, you're at Cam's camp. So, I mean, are you there to be able to learn from a former NFL MVP, or are you there to get your jokes off of social media and get your likes up? Right now, there are plenty of athletes who actually host a camp and they show up on the last day, or they're not even there for the camp. They have representatives there. You have Cam Newton right there where you're able to soak up free game from him, get insight and intel on what you need to do at the next level from high school to college to the NFL. And you're about there for jokes, and you're trying to, I don't get it. It's pretty damn dumb, and he'll regret that, because now that's going to be a moment that's going to be tied to him from wherever he goes on in life. And hopefully he does well and he learns from that moment, but that's going to be something that's going to stick with him for a long time.
Well, and hopefully he's the best damn kid at that camp, because if you're not the best, you can't be running your mouth like that.
Even if, though, you still can't.
No, I know, but like the only thing that's going to save him, to Corey's point, is if he is this transcendent athlete and like they'll let his mouth be okay because he's such a good athlete. When I was young, I went to Dennis Rodman's basketball camp here in Detroit. It was at Eastern Michigan University, and like, I had an opportunity to talk to Dennis Rodman, and at that age, I would have never thought of like talking shit to Dennis Rodman, even though Rodman was more like you said. He showed up like maybe an hour out of the camp each day, waved at some kids, didn't really give us a ton of instruction, and just went about his way. Like he just stamped the camp as his. He really didn't like put it on. You see Cam there like interacting and all that. But here's what I like about what Cam Newton did, because that was just one clip, and usually when one clip goes viral, it's not the full story. Actually, 100% of the time when a clip goes viral, it's not no matter what it is. And that's one thing I've learned over the past couple years without overreacting to social media and things I see in the moment is like, all right, I need the full context of this. Like, I want to know exactly what led to this, why did this happen, and unfortunately the internet fools you all the time by showing you this much when it's really this much. So Cam actually handled this really well, and there's another video. This is kind of like the behind the scenes extended version? Because that one was what the kid released. This is what Cam released.
Nah, ain't no disrespect. You know, if you wanted some attention, I'm gonna give you some attention. The right way, bro. The right way. When do y'all play?
We play tomorrow.
What was y'all record today then?
1-2. No, 2-1.
What did you do? No, I wasn't able to see because y'all was too.
Cameras on me.
All right, bro. What did he do, man? Does he play?
He got speed.
He got speed.
No, he's letting his speed.
Oh.
You gonna see.
Huh?
You gonna see.
Nah, you ain't. Don't act shy, nah, bro. Don't act shy.
Right here.
I'm asking. I don't want to. I couldn't see today.
You gonna watch YouTube? Oh, you watch YouTube? I know you do. You
Cafeteria
watch
crocs, man. No, stop. No, I'm really trying to ask you. Like, I'm trying to see, like, what you.
We do that shit for real though.
I'm like,
We rep that 215.
205?
215.
205. Okay, cool. Bro. I'm just like, please don't be one-dimensional. Like you said something to me, then I go, I'm really trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to like crack no jokes. I'm just really trying to ask a simple question, bro. I'm sorry. It's your fault why everybody's looking, but I'm really just trying to ask a question. But you never said what you did. You said you're gonna see.
At the end of the day, right?
Nah, coach, it's no disrespect.
No,
I promise you, it's no disrespect.
I get that. I get that. But I'm a grown man, right? This is the coach. I'm not a fool.
Coach, we squashed it. We good. I was literally.
I love that. I love that. I love
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to break the monotony. Yeah. I was just trying to talk to him. He think I'm trying to put him to him.
I'm focusing on this. I'll get my.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Congratulations.
But y'all don't play no more today, though.
Are you good? I see y'all moving.
Y'all play us next?
No, our younger team do. Play the not a younger team, but a younger guy.
The 18. Y'all 18 in there.
Huh? You 18. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
just
sir.
15.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, I thought Cam handled that a lot better than I would have. I would have thrown that little bastard out of camp immediately. Like, get your ass out of here. I ain't got time for you. I got your money. Now get the hell out of here. But Cam's a better man than I am. I'll admit that right now.
One thing I did like is that when I was looking on Cam's Instagram where he posted the video, one guy said something that was pretty interesting. He was like, had it not been for this clip, he wouldn't have known that Cam Newton has been doing this tour camp for over 11 years and helping out, you know, young youth. So if that's what it's sad that it took that clip for it to go viral, but kudos to how Cam handled it and what he's been doing in this community.
Yeah, that's the weird part about it. And as hard as I am going at this kid, he's probably the one that needs the most help out of anybody at that camp, because if you're acting like that, it's not because you're just an asshole. It's because it's trained behavior, and you're looking for something. Not to psychoanalyze this kid too much, but if you need that type of attention, it leads me to believe there's bigger issues with that young man.
My fear of this though is that he already went viral on this video. Now that he thinks, oh, I could keep doing things like this. So it goes one of two ways. I hope he looks at it as Cam's his uncle now, and the respect factor, and he starts to learn from this. But just wanted to fact check real quick, because he said that Cam Newton's broke. He said that he's poor because he's a free agent. He made $122 million in his career thus far.
That doesn't mean he's not broke, but that means he's got a better opportunity not to be broke than the majority of us.
Yeah, and I just read in the comments, Deion Willis said that the kid apologized this morning to Cam. So, I mean,
he should apologize on the damn spot.
He shouldn't have said it.
If you notice during that long form video, you see people behind Cam, kids in the camp, clowning that kid about his shoes and stuff. And that's what happens is now he put this target on his back. So when he shows up to camp today, guess what's going to be the talk of camp? Guess who's going to be uncomfortable? And guess who better show out in camp today? Not, yo, you can see me on YouTube.
Right. And it's just a learning moment, because anybody who's there to seriously learn from Cam, they're not there to crack jokes. They're there to be a sponge. And right there, like I said, you don't want to psychoanalyze the kid too much, but you can just kind of see where his head and his priorities were at that moment. Hopefully, this moment humbled the hell out of him, and he'll go into that camp and bust his ass.
Yeah. So that was the big news that was coming across my timeline yesterday. I'm glad Cam posted the follow-up video, though, because like I said, if you only saw that clip, it would have been like, oh, man, that camp, why would I ever send my kid there? It's just like, it's unruly. Cam doesn't have control of who he has at the camp. But then you show Cam Newton, and it's like, man, Cam, first of all, Cam has really evolved as a human. I mean, anybody that can handle that type of like back and forth with somebody that is clearly not on your level, I tip my cap to Cam for not going off on that kid.
Those are things too that I always respect at these camps, because even on a local level, like, you know, our boy Mike Martin, he was a captain over at University of Michigan and then went on to play with the Titans and spent some time in the NFL. In that camp is when I realized, like, the real athletes versus the leaders and the people that are there to actually help these kids get better, because Mike Martin made some phone calls and he got Devin Funchess, who went to Harrison High School. And man, I fell in love with Devin Funchess that day, because the way that he was talking to these kids, just the exact leader that all these kids that want to be out there acting like punks and like you see in that video.
Yeah. So that was a great moment for Cam Newton, a teaching moment for Cam Newton. And obviously it was a viral video yesterday, so we had to talk about it today.